Hello, it's Phillip Taylor speaking from Richmond Green Chambers, and this morning I'm looking at a book from the Legal Action Group. In there, what I describe as their Defending series. This is this book called Defending Mentally Disordered Persons. That's the front cover, the side, and then there's the back. It's a heavy book. It's quite substantial, nearly 800 pages. A very good index at the back, and as I say, it's a heavy book. You've got paragraph numbering at the sides, which is extremely helpful to find things. Then you've got a lot of information concerning the statute law, and do read, please, the preface at the front from the author. Now, the author is a man called Kris Gledhill, who's a New Zealand barrister. We've given it the title Explaining a Special Jurisdiction for Special Matters, and that's what it is. It's not the easiest area of law. It's an area where I've had some cases myself, but make no mistake, it's a difficult area of law for most practitioners. So we welcome this new title as a detailed statement of mental health law when defending mentally disordered persons. And it's very well explained, in my view, by New Zealand barrister Kris Gledhill in what is a much needed work, I think, for defence lawyers. Gledhill's aim has been to try to write a text that added to what is already available in this field, and there is some substantial and useful smaller books available, of course, which you can have. But what he's done here through LAG is to set out the law comprehensively. He's also provided, I think, a valuable series of insights into the arguments over where the law could be developed further through the appellate process. And he does apologise, of course, for the length of the book, but I don't think he needs to apologise at all, because we do need a book with this amount of detail in it. Now, LAG is probably well known to many people as a very reliable and knowledgeable publisher, with titles of great assistance to those acting for the defence, and this book is no exception. It offers literally, I think, a wealth of plain practical advice that should save you a great deal of time, and it should steer you in the direction of the type of questions you might like to think of asking. Usefully, the book also contains ample resources, which again will be useful for research purposes, and it sets out the civil and criminal legal framework, largely governed now by the mental health legislation, and of course the interaction with the European Convention on Human Rights. I think I found the coverage of all aspects of the legal process, from initial contact with the client through to procedure and evidence, extremely helpful. There are 6 parts to the book, starting with introductory matters and then running through. I found the footnotes in the main to be of quite substantial use where they are actually fairly detailed, like that example there. They were actually very useful for particular cases. So I'd like to thank Kris Gledhill and the staff at LAG for producing another extremely worthwhile book, which will help all of us, especially practitioners, in trying to get through what is a difficult area. And as I said right at the beginning, it's a special jurisdiction for special matters. Thank you very much. Bye-bye.